guys, James here, and welcome back to what is now my 7th episode in my Road to Glory on the Nintendo Switch on FIFA19 Ultimate Team. First things first, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it afterwards, and hit the subscribe button for more FIFA19 content, and any comments on things you want to try and see me do in the series, or if you want to give me a game, even if you've got the Switch, then add me up. My Switch code's down below. And check that out. I've got Twitter and Instagram in there as well. Follow me, and all the support is very much appreciated. If you follow me on any of the social medias, you can tweet me your teams, and I can talk to you about anything you want to, really. And so basically today's episode is going to be just a draft we go into. Now, this draft, it wasn't the best drafting for me, I must admit. I've got to remember that, especially at this early stage when there's not that many special cards in the game, you really just want to be going Premier League, because there's just so many players. And looking back at this now, I was looking back at it when I was editing the video earlier, and I could have had some better options if I'd have gone Premier League, but it is what it is. So I'll remember that next time we do one, but to be honest, I do think we do make profit from this, and I don't want to spoil it too much for the footage coming up, but basically, obviously it's 15,000 coins to enter the online and offline draft. This is online, and that's quite a big investment, although a lot, basically, because of the way the market is on the Switch, where there's not that many items, a lot of the stuff sells. So if you get packs with contracts in, or player trainings go for a lot, especially the gold ones. A lot of them are like 1,000 at least, so you can easily make your coins back up. But at the same time, for me, at this stage where I am at the minute, 15,000 coins is enough to upgrade my team a lot. So just for that little risk that I won't make profit, I think at this stage, until I've got a bit of a safety net of having a full sort of upgraded to a level where I'm happy at team, I'm going to stay away from the draft. But I had the coins, and I just wanted to try and do one and see what I could do, and just sort of gauge where I was at with the drafts, and basically just see what sort of players you'd be getting in the drafts. I don't think I've seen a few other videos of some bigger YouTubers on their Draft to Glory series, and they seem to think that there's no icons in drafts yet, which is a bit frustrating as well, seeing as they are actually in the game. You can understand there not being that many special cards because the game hasn't been out that long, but all the icons are out, so it's a bit annoying that they're not in the draft, really. But what can you do? Basically we do, as you see, we pick Suarez first of all, and it just goes downhill from there, really. I tried to pick the goalie to sort of build up from there after Suarez, but it ended up just being random, and then once I knew it was sort of a little bit wayward and lost, I started just going all Premier League to try and save it. And we, as you'll see coming up, we do actually get to a half decent team, and I'll probably end up titling the video something like crazy BPL draft, because it does end up, especially that back line, being pretty crazy. Not crazy as in rating, although we do get some decent players in there, like the Hazard, the Sane, Sterling, the one to watch, Jorginho, is very nice. And then so basically that's how we line up the team. We do put Shelby in at the CDM spot eventually. We put Sane in at centre forward on 4chem, which wasn't ideal, but I thought it was better to have Hazard on the 4chem. And to be honest, as you'll see, Sane, he was good in the draft, and we end up having to play Mendy and Valencia at centre back on, I believe it's 7chem now. We get Roy Hodgson to give us the BPL links, so either 6 or 7, but they that's not bad considering base is 6, so they're at least getting their card stats, and they're both tall enough, whereas they can be centre back. So yeah, that's what we went with. But yeah, we start off the first game. The guy didn't have a great team, and we end up, well, he had a decent enough team, to be fair to him, but he goes and takes the lead, and then we bring it back with Hazard, and Hazard in this game is an absolute joy to play with. You can't stress that enough. Especially for my style of play, I like those good little fast, nimble players, and he fits that bill, like a sort of Messi player down to the ground, and yeah, he brings that back to 1-1, and then we work it forward. I believe that's Jorginho gets a pass off Sterling, he plays into Sane, and the first time finish into the bottom of the net, and then this guy is sort of playing it around the back, makes a mistake, gives it to Hazard, and he just slots that away very nicely. And yeah, he's a standout player, and if we can eventually get him in our proper squad, that'll be amazing. Yeah, hopefully that is achievable, and yeah, I think we can. But yeah, that'll be the day when we get him in the squad. I'll be very pleased. And yeah, 3-1 into the second half now, and then yeah, I can't even explain that. That wasn't even a time finish. I just picked the ball up with Bellerin when it come out to him, popped it with his left foot of all people. I think he's only got probably a 2 or 3 star weak foot, and he's banged it in the far corner. Very nice indeed. And then Hazard, I believe that's his hat trick there on the 75th minute, and I think that was enough for this guy actually. Yeah, I believe it goes to the kick-off. He pauses it, as you'll see now, and yeah, that is see you later for however you say that team name. But yeah, so that was nice to get a rage quit in the first game. Very convincing indeed. 690 coins. That's one thing I don't understand, is it is a massive DNF multiplier compared to seasons in the draft. So we get 690 coins there for that. So that makes up quite a chunk of the draft entry to begin with. But this game, unfortunately, for some reason, it didn't record the start with this guy's team. But he basically had like a all Spanish sort of Liga squad, and as soon as he could, he paused the game and brought on like Martial, Trippier, because he had just some random player that was rubbish in his defence, and then Neymar, as you'll see, he puts him this guy 2-0 up with 2 shots from outside the box, and Neymar, like Hazard, is one of those fast, nimble players this year that is very good indeed. As we work it forward to Hazard again, who's it's under a little bit of pressure. I thought he was going to get bullied off it, but he manages to stay on his feet, keep driving towards the goal, and put that top bins, and I was very happy with that indeed. But unfortunately, guys, as much as I battled away, and with our good decent subs like Mbappe, Promes, and I can't remember who it was now we brought on, but I was Carrasco, that was it. But yeah, just couldn't get that finish to draw us level, and he was obviously dangerous on the break, so I was a little bit wary of that, but fair play to the guy. So we actually do only get a goal, 2 gold packs and a jumbo gold pack, which on first glance looks horrendous, but like I said, because of the way the market is at the moment, it's so much value. So that Lucas Vazquez, I'm currently trying to sell him now actually, and I think I'll be able to get at least 5k for him, so that negates quite a lot of the cost off the draft straight away, plus the match coins. And then if you think if we sold all of those 3 contracts there, that's about, well, I'd say about 800 coins after you've taken the tax off. And then yeah, second gold pack, we don't get any rare players in here, but again, 3 gold players like that, that's worth best part of 1,000, and then 4 contracts, that's another 1,000. The fitness is another 150, and then that Tottenham Stadium actually sells for 950. So we definitely made our money from this one, and in terms of value that we got back in these packs, although we didn't sell it all to make the money directly back, as we get Sacco there, who we do end up using in a SBC, I believe, A nice 80 rated card there, and a lot of players in that. And if you think if all of them go for their minimum price, that's the best part of sort of 3K there, I would say. And then our contracts here, fitness and all this stuff that we discard, plus another player there. We definitely make our money back. But that is coming to the end of the video as I finish off doing these bits, guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, leave a like, and I shall see you in the next one. See you later.